Your backyard beekeeper here on HoneyBeeMade.tv inside Studio HoneyBee. Thank you for joining us. If you are returning to our channel, I'd like to express my humble gratitude that you are back. And if you are brand new to us, I hope that you find us educational and entertaining. And please take a minute to support your local backyard beekeeper and give that subscribe button down below a quick click. We'd greatly appreciate it. This is the place where we talk about honey, honeybees, and backyard beekeeping. Sometimes we are in the studio, and sometimes we are in the backyards of the Twin Tiers. When we come back, we will be continuing our interview series with a honeybee. Today we are back on Mellifera Monday with an interview with a honeybee part 2, the Undertaker. We are in the middle of a series called A Worker Honeybee as a House Bee, which is the first half of a worker bee's life. Last time we discussed that the worker bee's life is split into 2 parts. The first half of their life as a house bee, and of course, the second half of their life as a field bee. And in this series, we are looking at the different tasks that the house bees share during the first half of their 6-week life. Today, we have Aunt Bee with us in Studio HoneyBee. And she is currently a house bee and very involved and active in the house bee activities. Ann B. Davis, who you knew from last week's episode, had to finish her life out getting the colony prepared for the upcoming spring blossoms. Welcome to our studio, Aunt B.
Thank you, Burton. It's sweet to be here.
Last week we talked about the first 3 days of your life spent as a house bee, and Ann B. explaining that you spend that time eating and cleaning your cell and other cells, getting them sanitary for the queen to lay more eggs.
That's right, Burton. And you also talked about the list of the activities the house bee contributes to. I wanted to add that sometimes these activities overlap as we all share in getting the jobs done. We are a bee team.
Well, I understand now that from the 3rd day of your life through the 16th day of your life, you are engaging in undertaking duties. Sounds depressing.
Well, Burton, you do what you have to do. You are right. Sometimes it's my responsibility to take out our dead and dispose of properly. We drag the bee bodies as far from the hive as we possibly can.
I've watched you do this, and it's quite an amazing sight to see.
Well, as you know, we keep one of the most sterile environments found in nature. Preventing disease is an important task for us.
I also understand that you will remove any diseased or dead brood that can become a health threat to your colony.
Yes, that is correct. We will even kill off a larger invader such as a mouse. We will sting it to death and then encase it with propolis, essentially mummifying it.
I know propolis has significant antibacterial qualities, so what you are telling me is that the hot, dry air of your home, your hive, the propolis-sealed corpse becomes mummified and is no longer a source of infection. That is absolutely amazing stuff. Now you know. Straight from Studio HoneyBee, I'm your backyard beekeeper, and we'll catch you on the bee side.